Welcome to the Internet Podcast. This is me, I'm Brody WD, and this is Nuckwit.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And this is Meatman,
Yo, man.
also known as Cyril, but he was meeting me down right there. Anyways, we're gonna get talking about some important internet drama stuff. And if you never played this game's called Stick Fight, and you have to kill your friends to start. So I'm just gonna beat him up real fast, and then we're ready to play. First things first, have you guys seen the Wolverine leaks for the game, the Insomniac game, better known for the Spider-Man 2 series, or Spider-Man series, I guess, the Insomniac Spider-Man series, probably the best superhero game ever to exist.
Whoa, bold claim over here.
Bold claim, but a truthful one. Let's be honest. We got Midnight Suns versus that.
Midnight Suns?
Have you ever played that game?
No. What's
the fact that you've never heard of it means that it was the best game. But anyways, the leaks look really good. It's a super early beta and like not very good like footage overall. I mean, I'd say it's pretty solid for like literally 2 to 3 years away from release. I mean, it looks better than GTA 6. Which, let's be honest, we're probably never actually going to get. We have the release date, but it's not going to be.
But it's in development still, though, right?
Yeah, it's heavily in development. All of these games that I'm talking about.
We shouldn't judge it then. I don't think it deserves judgment yet, because they're still working on it. Things change.
Yeah, like, it's really hard to judge. The Wolverine game does look really good, and it does look like they are going to get some, like, a little bit of violence in it, where that's what most people that I was talking to were worried about it. They thought it wasn't going to be violent at all because of Spider-Man was their only recent one.
Was the Spider-Man games not very violent at all?
I wouldn't say they weren't very
dark
violent.
Moments.
There were dark moments, but it was definitely still a Spider-Man game, you know? It wasn't a Wolverine game, which makes it different, you know?
Darker storyline and character in general.
For sure.
It would have violence.
For sure. Other than Wolverine, there's some other game news. Help Wanted 2 came out. You guys know that I did a full playthrough. But
yes.
Have you guys seen anything about that so far?
I watched, other than watching your stream a little bit, I actually have not seen that much on it. I was a little disappointed just from what I saw that it wasn't like a direct horror game.
It is not. It's
like,
a mini game simulator.
I actually loved Help Wanted 1. Like, it might be my favorite FNAF game.
Well, I think the original one was a port, and I was expecting that, except for like Sister Location. And what I got instead was a $40 game that was just a mini game. It was just a bunch of mini games.
It reminded me of Job Simulator when I watched you play it.
That's what it was. That's really what it was. It was Job Simulator with a little bit of horror added to it.
It's like a little reskinned Job Simulator.
That's what it felt like. I'm not gonna lie. And I felt ripped off because it was $40, and I thought I paid $40 for a good FNAF game, but I could have just paid $7 for Sister Location.
Yeah, it's like it was like Surgeon Simulator, but if you got the TF2 DLC, you know, it's a reskin of it's the same game, just a reskin. Yeah, it's fun still.
It was definitely just rough, to say the least, and I was expecting a lot more, and I was hoping for a lot more, but I didn't get a lot more. So, I mean, ultimately, though, it is what it is. Another thing that I wanted to talk about in more YouTube-y internet-type drama stuff, Jake Paul had a big fight against a man named August from Houston, Texas. Do you guys know who he is at all?
I actually didn't know anything about this fight until you had mentioned something about it before the podcast. I didn't know anything about it. It didn't seem like it was very well, I don't know, like, brought attention to in the media and stuff. Or maybe it was and I just missed it, but...
No, you didn't.
I knew nothing.
I genuinely care about influencer boxing, and I follow it pretty meticulously, and I didn't even know about it until, like, 2 days before it happened. Basically, it was another fight of, like, Jake Paul trying to prove himself and fighting a quote-unquote real boxer. And, I mean, this guy was definitely legit. He was an amateur boxer for sure. But, like, you know, that's what you kind of expect. The guy's got, like, 5 years of experience. Nobody with 5 years of experience has the the record that he does though. So I mean, Jake Paul just can't do anything right in the boxing scene, is what a lot of people feel like. I mean, he fight a real boxer. He fights a real boxer, but now he's too unexperienced, and the hype for it is terrible. Fight Tommy Fury. He fights Tommy Fury. He won. First round knockout.
Oh, he
Real
did?
big
No way.
knockout.
Really?
Yeah, real knockout. It was
Well,
an amateur
that's a
guy.
big feat, though.
That guy had like 20 wins though, 20 amateur wins or something like that. So like, I
That's
mean,
pretty crazy, dude.
no, it was a good fight. The guy wasn't the greatest ever. I mean, Jake Paul's fought Anderson Silva, but like, I mean, he wasn't bad by any means, and I liked seeing it. I think it was good to watch. Overall, it was a good watch. It was a good watch. If you watched it, you can see the whole DAZN highlights. I should probably link that somewhere. I'll try to link it somewhere. But yeah, the full fight's online, free for everybody to watch, which is cool as well. The next thing I wanted to talk about was Ja Morant. Do you guys know anything about the Ja Morant case?
No, explain that to me.
I don't know.
You don't know anything? You guys really don't know anything about this?
Never heard of it,
Who
man.
is-
Okay, so he plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. You guys know who the Memphis Grizzlies are, yeah?
Oh wait, yeah, yes. I've heard about this. Actually, yeah, I did hear about this.
Well,
But keep going.
basically, he was playing a pickup game at his residence with a 17-year-old kid, which he didn't know at the time was 17, to be fair. And he punches the kid. He punched him. He socked him.
That is insane.
And the reason why is because the kid supposedly chest passed him a little too hard and came up to him to square up to him. At least that's what Ja Morant says. And Ja Morant literally is on trial saying, yes, I punched this kid. And that's the big thing that a lot of people are interested in. He made his...
So is he pleading guilty?
Well, no,
Or
the
just
reason
being a
why
kid.
it's such a big deal is because he had his NBA debut, like his re-debut, because he was suspended for like 24 games or something crazy like that, and he had his recent re-debut, I guess you could call it, where he's back in there and he I mean, to be fair, he performed amazing. I mean, it's never been like a question of how skillful he was as a player. It's mainly just that he assaulted a 17-year-old. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I feel like the from what I've seen, he's just a kind of a hothead, and he deserves to pay this kid a lot of money, but not necessarily ruin his career from it. It was a mistake. I think he realizes it was a mistake. I mean, I would hope so.
That's a big mistake. I'm gonna be honest.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a big mistake, but he didn't know the
Also
kid was
style.
17, and he said the kid was looking for a fight, and let's be honest, the kid was probably looking for a fight. All the witnesses are corroborating his story of the kid looking for a
Oh, okay.
fight. So it's kind of like, yes, I support kids not being assaulted, but at the same time, I'm like, I do not want to see a man's career ruined because of a mistake that he made where a kid was causing trouble. He shouldn't have hit a
true,
kid.
and I
He
feel
shouldn't have
like-
hit a kid. I genuinely
He-
believe he shouldn't have hit a kid. And I think he should be suspended and should have to pay the kid a lot of money. But maybe not his career ruined.
I agree, but definitely like I think at 17 you were responsible enough and knowledgeable enough to know what you're getting into in a situation like that. And so, I would say that that's definitely on the kid, whether that's legally true or not. To me, it almost like I think the kid could think for himself in that situation, and so he knew what he was getting into when he chose to pick a fight with him.
He's also not like a 14-year-old kid. This is
Yeah.
an elder kid, bro. This guy is probably a senior in high school. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, I think it's messed up. It's messed up either way to punch a kid. Didn't know he was a kid, but messed up either way. One thing I also wanted to talk about was Wonka being on my For You page all the time, and I would like it to stop. I love Timothée Chalamet, but I would like it to stop being on my For You page. I haven't seen the movie yet, and it's honestly kind of spoiling it for me, and I'm excited to see the movie. I don't know. I know briefly. I'm going to keep this topic pretty brief because I haven't watched the movie for real yet, but yeah. I'm tired of Wonka being on my freaking For You page, man.
Screw you, Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Timothée Chalamet can just be hot somewhere else on the internet.
I actually haven't seen it on my For You page yet, but I do know a thing or two about getting movies spoiled for you. because of TikTok, and it is not enjoyable.
I'm sure you've heard the sound that he keeps. It's just like the "come with me" all over TikTok, man. I can't stop seeing it.
Really? I
Yeah,
don't think
dude.
I've seen it yet. I'm
You-
also like not on like traditional like, I mean, kind of like TikTok stuff, if that makes sense. Like every
Yeah.
time someone's like, "Oh yeah, this is like that sound that everyone hears," I never hear what they're like. 90% of the time, I don't know what they're talking about, unless it's like Gail Lewis.
Gail Lewis,
You know,
my warrior, my warrior.
my king, my savior.
I'm surprised she stayed so relevant for so long, just being a random like Walmart worker. I think everybody's kind of on the train of like supporting her though. Like
I think
it's
maybe
gotten even more like that, bro. After the podcast, they must have watched. Not really, but
yeah, they watched our podcast.
they watched us. They watched us talk about being nice to Gail Lewis, and they decided, hey, let's be nice to this lady.
Yeah.
No, I saw her not in a bad way, because like I honestly would do the same thing, but she was milking it, I looked at her TikTok page, bro, and she was milking the fame, and I think it was working because if you looked at like the success behind her videos, it was pretty interesting how successful and how many likes and stuff she was still getting. I even saw her getting sponsorships, which is just crazy. It's
She
crazy to
deserves
think
it.
that, like literally anyone can blow up off this, and yeah, no, it is. She does deserve it. 'Cause
She
she's
deserves it for
like
her
a
10-year tenure.
For real, for real.
10-year associate. I'm calling her.
She was a hard worker. At that, does anyone know, like, did she ever reveal what her new job was?
I don't think so.
This is a little sidetrack. I can't wait to hear unless she has revealed it. Then we
She's a
don't know.
TikToker now.
Yeah, literally, she might just be a full-time TikToker now, bro.
I would watch. I would tune in.
Me too, bro. Literally.
Oh no.
I do got another topic I'd like to touch up on, if that's cool with everyone.
Go for it.
Kanye West is building a city set to be 4 times the size of Paris and much more successful, or a self-sufficient, successful city in Saudi Arabia. It's gonna be 100,000 acres, and right now he's posting about everywhere about looking for project managers, engineers, architects, contractors, and builders.
Sign me up. I want to be part of Kanye-topia.
That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, like, that was crazy to me. If you told me a year ago, especially with the shenanigans Kanye's been in the last year, that he's building a city in the Middle East of all places too, it's like, that's just so insane to think about.
Hey, let's
The
be
city's
honest.
gonna
They
be called
probably got a
Jerome.
lot of similar values, to be honest.
Did it? That's a good point. They might, he might fit in there.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Maybe that was a little dark.
No, I think you're actually right. I wonder if that has an inch to do with it in a sense. Like, I know you said it like as a joke, but I wonder that if he feels like he can be more vocal with his beliefs there, rather than in the U.S., which he definitely would be able to in terms of that belief, at least. The belief that we all know about.
Yeah, I
But,
mean
I think it's crazy.
that sounds crazy. It's like Ronaldo moving to the Saudi leagues, man. All of our best people, all of our like greatest people are all going to Saudi Arabia, man.
Is that the new greatest country? Is that gonna be the next greatest country in the world?
I think it's got a bag. I think they have a bag, and that's why people are moving there, man. They got a bag and really low taxes, dude. Apparently their taxes are like nothing. Like they don't pay
What?
taxes. Like in
Really?
I'm pretty okay. So what I could be wrong,
Dubai.
but in Dubai they don't pay taxes, and
So that's United Arab Emirates, though. I'm pretty sure.
but I think that's a normal thing there. I could be entirely wrong, and forgive my my lack of Middle Eastern geography, or political state of Middle East, but I'm pretty sure that taxation is not a popular thing there. They would rather you be in
It's
their
not
country
nearly as
rather
high.
than be taxed. So basically their idea is property taxes are lower so that you spend more time in their economy, because
And it
they
works.
want people.
Yeah, no, it definitely works. The economy is definitely it's a lot more like, it's interesting because if you look at Dubai, it's a very like, I mean, it's a very like, it's a successful capitalist city. a lot more successful than any like capitalist U.S. city, which is pretty interesting. Dubai is like the most like the richest city in the world, one of the most successful places in the world. Even the lower class like has homes there, and they just like they work for a living. They work for the rich people for food and housing, which is like just good.
No.
So it's like there's no losing in this place, and seeing stuff like this, it really begs me to see like I can't wait to see like what the world comes to from here in the next few decades, as we see like, you know,
is Kanye City gonna work out? You know,
what?
Is the city in the West gonna work out?
It's really interesting that Kanye specifically is building one there, but also like
it's just really funny that Kanye West is building a city in the Middle East.
I wouldn't believe he was building a city at all. If you like, I could barely believe that. And then in the Middle East is even crazier.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But it's not no like he literally wants it to be 4 times the size of Paris, 100,000 acres, and it says version 1 of the plan or something like that on his like files and stuff for it that he has on his website. It says like this is version 1, so he plans to expand the city and make it even greater after this.
I mean, you know, he does have a song about Paris.
Who's in Paris?
A song about Paris.
There's a song that I'm pretty sure he has a song about Paris. Oh gosh, dude. Okay.
No, but do you know what the name? I don't remember.
No, I don't either. Yeah, it's something about Paris. I just know maybe it's baguettes in Paris. I don't know, man. Something about the bread there or the coffee.
Oh,
bruh.
I think he could be on something.
I honestly like the baguettes, you know.
Well,
nah.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's something else I want to bring up about that too. I wonder what that's gonna look like after he lost all that money. He lost. Kanye West used to be a billionaire, he's not anymore, and he's still obviously extremely wealthy. Otherwise he wouldn't be constructing the idea to build a city in the first place. He wouldn't have been able to have that idea. He wouldn't be able to house concerts that are $20,000 a ticket if he wasn't successful. And it just interests me after he lost all that money if he'll be able to pull off a huge, I mean, world-changing almost project like this.
Yeah, and that will be insane. That really will be insane.
If he can pull it off.
So
and then last thing,
I actually have a light topic real fast on copying content that I saw recently, or not copying, but faking content from a very large YouTuber actually.
Oh, thank God.
A YouTuber that is probably much larger than me for sure, and I would hope to be the size of this YouTuber someday. But Eric, I don't know if you guys have seen his 30-day series that he's doing recently. So throughout December, he is traveling across the planet in not in anything, but he's just traveling across the planet and posting every single day. The catch is he says it's every day in December, but the issue is he's not filming it in December, and there is an hour-and-a-half video outlaying how he is faking everything.
Right.
So realistic. So basically, he basically filmed this throughout the year, but he's telling everyone that it is in December to promote his merch drop. Which,
wow.
From a surface view, I was like, okay, whatever. This isn't messed up, but he's lying to everyone that is watching him. So I was like, for a second, I was like, okay, whatever. It's not a big deal. He filmed 1 or 2 videos in September. It's just to take off the workload. And then I was like, no, this is actually really messed up because it's promoting his merch drop and all. It's just, basically, he's just faking content for money. You know?
Yeah, no, that's definitely what it is.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't say it's like if he wasn't promoting that it was all in December. Like if he just said I traveled the world and I'm gonna be posting about it this like every day this month, I'd be like, okay, that's sick. And I kind of just assumed that, but since he didn't say it, I'd be like, okay, if that came out. But the fact that he's promoting that it's every day in December is kind of crazy.
Like that's the whole concept, is the point.
Misleading. I mean, it's misleading your viewers, bro. It's just. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest, but that seems pretty screwed up.
Yeah, it's definitely messed up. And if you guys would like to do full research, I'm probably gonna drop a video on this soon with some full research summarizing the video that I saw, because this isn't the first time that he's been called out for faking content. Some of his sneaking into places have seemed really suspicious to a lot of different people, because it would have been impossible for him to do something without knowing the people that he basically he sneaks into places, and in these places he like does things that he shouldn't be able to get away with, and just some
Like, you think he knows people on the inside and stuff?
yeah, he knows the people on the inside and they're letting him in, but he's acting like he's sneaking in, which is the big thing. I don't think they're all faked, but I've seen some people put together very strong arguments showing that he is faking some of them for sure. So yeah, I think it's a rough thing. It's a rough thing to look at when you talk about faking content, because what is faking content? It's really hard to determine, and I think at the level of what some people consider faking content is different than other people.
I think that's like pretty definite that he's faking content though. I mean, I think it's spreading misinformation, just blatantly lying about the content you're creating. I would say that's definitely fake content.
Yeah,
Especially when the narrative is literally based in him doing it every day in December. But like I said, if it wasn't like that, it'd be a different story. But that's just pretty insane.
I definitely would say everybody should do their research more into the creators that they watch and make sure that people aren't faking content. And if they are, make sure that you're okay with the faking content. And as long as it's entertaining for you. I mean, skit content, like, I think that's the whole allure of it, is that everybody knows it's fake, and that's what makes it even funnier sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Like what I wanna do.
something fake that's imitating reality, like movies. I don't think there's any problem with movies, you know, as long as they're that we know that they're fake, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I think someone. Well, are they vlogs?
Yeah.
They're like just vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really, unless it's like a mockumentary type vlog, like I don't know.
It's a hard thing. And then
it's supposed to be a take on reality, and it's supposed to be in all ways taken literally. So like, I think that it's pretty screwed up.
Yeah, I think he could have gone about it a different way and made it not so fake. But it's definitely faked to a degree. If you did, I think I would just. I think the only thing is that I don't really. I don't know. I think it's messed up from a creator perspective, and I wouldn't do it myself. But I also am like. It's just such a white lie, you know?
Yeah.
It's such a small lie that he didn't have to lie about, but he felt the need to lie about it for some reason. Money or something. I don't know what it is. It's unfortunate, though, because I really do like him as a creator. I like a lot of his videos, you know? They're entertaining to watch. But yeah. That's all I had on that topic. I'll probably release a full video on it with even more research done. This is just what I've seen from a couple of videos from somebody else's research, so I gotta do my own as well.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah, I know that C-Roll has a little bit of a topic that he's very passionate about that he would like to talk about. This is gonna be a quick trigger warning, though, for those who do not want to speak or he listened to anything to do with anything SA wise and Jeffrey Epstein related. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Okay, yeah, I can do that one too. I got you. So, basically, new information from the U.S. government in the Supreme Court after one of the federal judges, her name is Judge Loretta Preska. She officially stated that the Epstein Island associates will be revealed, and she's pressing for this upcoming January 1st. It's looking like we're finally going to get to see more information, and some of this is going to come to light. It's she said about 150 names are shown to be in government documents of his associates, and the only people who will not be mentioned are people who are minors. in these lists, which kind of alludes to the fact that he was also working with people who were minors, like to help with his work, which is insane. And so yeah, this this came about because of a lawsuit brought by Virginia Giuffre, Giuffre. I might be butchering that, but it came about because of a lawsuit. And now it looks like, thank God, we're finally gonna get some clearance on this. It's been several years in the making, and this is coming after some stuff with the Ghislaine Maxwell, his closest associate, Jeffrey Epstein's closest associate, who helped him in trafficking and all sorts of horrible things. She is arguably just as bad as him in the way she conducted all of this human trafficking and sex trafficking ring, pedophile ring, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know necessarily that we'll get the names of the flight attendants themselves yet, the people who attended his island, but we will get the names of people who worked with him, which is
a step in the right direction.
You know, I hope it's a step in the right direction. I hope eventually these names get released, but you know, we know how the U.S. government is. I think these names are very important people in our society. I mean, if you do not know, documents have already been released, and it's like major politicians, no bias, all sides of the political spectrum. People went to this island and they touched minors. They had sex with minors. That's not sex. That's molestation. That's rape. It's horrible things. And we got people from all over the political spectrum doing this stuff. And it seems to be that it was like an epidemic that has been a long time in the making, happening for well over a decade. I mean, it's just really sad to see. So hopefully we're gonna get more on this topic as this information comes to light.
Absolutely.
Does anyone have to say about that?
I don't think so. Trying to end it on as light of a note as possible. Merry Christmas. I forgot that this podcast is going out on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I probably should have mentioned that before now. I want to try to get off that topic as much as possible. Let's go around and say our favorite part about Christmas. My favorite part is going to Texas. So
Nice.
it is really nice. You guys want to share like your favorite?
Yeah. Quick, you wanna go?
Lots of drugs, doing lots of drugs. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't really have anything.
No presents.
I didn't even know it was Christmas until like yesterday. So
You forgot it was getting close.
yeah, I thought it was. I actually thought it was November 1987.
Oh, you can't. Nuckwit, you need to forget about us. It wasn't your fault. Nuckwit, it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't your fault.
What?
It wasn't your fault.
Oh yeah, no. I stopped blaming myself after 98, but I just, I still thought it was 87 personally. I have no idea what I just said. Did you know there's a Ben 10 character named Gay Larry?
Did not. What? That's his favorite part about Christmas is Gay Larry, man.
Yeah, and there's
Oh,
actually
gosh.
30 Ben 10 characters.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was just Ben and then the other 10 of them.
No, there's Gay Larry.
Full series
Jake-
and like all sorts of like he gets like some sort of gear and like his watch kind of transforms. I don't know. I'm not up to date on my Ben 10 lore, to be honest. But
Oh.
Yeah, apparently. Did you know Jigglypuff was a part of it too?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Jigglypuff is a Ben 10 character, right?
They
That's
added-
a
right.
Pokemon.
Are you asking?
That's not a Pokemon
asking-
character.
Yes, it is. That's a Pokemon character.
You guys are funny.
All right. Anyways, Zero, what's your favorite part other than Gay Larry?
Yo, President. Other than Gay Larry, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I like the music. I love I like listening to like religious Christmas music.
W.
I find it very like enlightening. In like very it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Hey,
And
that's
so
fair
I
though.
like that. And I like this mass with my family.
That's pretty cool.
And then aside from that, I really like. Okay, so like since I was a kid, like when I was a kid, I didn't always like buy presents for people, but I like watching other people open their presents because I like to see what they get. And it's like, it's cool what I get, but I know what I wanted, right? So I know what I'm gonna get, but I didn't know what they asked for. So so I also really like watching other people open their presents.
Yo, that's actually so
Whether I bought
wholesome though. Like happy for your friends and family. That's a W.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's what the Christmas cheer is all about. If you
sure.
don't know, now
For
you
sure.
know.
Yeah. What was the anyways, guys, hopefully you have a great Christmas. The next podcast is when is it gonna be out? Let me check the date on this, man. What day is it today? It's gonna be out on the 1st. It's gonna be out on New Year's. The next podcast is gonna be out on New Year's, yo. So not happy holidays, because we finna see you on the next one, man. Except unless you you celebrate like Kwanzaa or Hanukkah. Then we're happy holidays for you. I don't know how those ones work, really. Or there's what's the other one? I think there's another one. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but all the holidays, please. Happy all of them. I hope you have a great time. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Hopefully, thanks for staying to the end. This is a pretty long one, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. See you, B-dubs, later.
Love you.